Hey Solomon, so quick, I just saw your question there. So all off-market properties, we're using off-market offers right here. And right now we're going to probably focus on doing this point eight unless the property just needs a ton of rehab. Um, so actually I wanted to talk to you real fast or just kind of discuss real fast about how you've been doing this. So when you determine the ARV, so you got your rehabs right here, you determine your ARV. Let's say you found one at 400,000. It's going to automatically calculate. I can actually fix that so it automatically does it. So um, let's just do this. Okay, so there you go. So now determine the ARV. There it goes ahead and automatically calculates. And so this would be our range, right? And so I like the way, what I want to talk to you about is how you've been making your offers. I like that you do a range. So I would typically just make, like, if I'm going to offer 230, I would just shoot them an offer at 230. But if the way that you do it is actually the way that I'm going to start doing it moving forward. So give them a range like you've been doing. And I want to talk about the range. So if we're going to be offering, if you've been talking with somebody and let's say we're going to offer 230 for the property, give them a range of, like, put that kind of on the low end. So we would offer 220 to 260, right? So we would give them a range, and you put that range in there, and you say this is kind of a range, but we need to see the inside of the property to give you a better answer. But this gives them an idea, and if they're okay with this range, then we've got something to work with. Okay, so I like that you do the range of offer, that because what the seller's going to look at, they're going to look at that 260. And of course, we're looking at that 220. They saw that, but they're going to look at that 260. And when I go out to meet with them, be, oh, this property is more like the 230 or 220 because it needs a lot of work. But at least I'm in front of them having that discussion. Okay, and then I can start to work on a negotiation. So, anyways, continue with doing those ranges. Whatever offer you're going to make, we're mostly going to be sticking at this 0.8 for the most part, and you would make an offer range around this, so 220 to and move it up like 20 or 30,000 to 260, so that they kind of see this broader range more. Instead of just going right at them at 230, they might make no, but they might see that 260, that range, 220 to 260, then they might be really interested in talking further, and then I can start to work on them why it needs to be at 220 or 230. So, anyways, but as you know, like if the square footage of the house is 1 to 2,000, you put in 50. If it's 2,000 to 3,000, we would do 75. 75,000, and that would make our offer. So we probably won't go this. We ought to just do this. We ought to just do equals that. So then you can just do 75. We're going to mostly probably be at this 0.8 right now because that's just where we're at. This typically would be our range, but for right now, we're probably going to be sticking on the upper end of this until inventory loosens up.